Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, we're on the way.
Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Oh, that's superb. Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Hardy! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Nepal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hazard. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Koundé and Stojkovic. And the counter is on. Gerrard. Oh, cracking ball. Pepe defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Van Basten. Gerrard has got himself a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Marcelo. That's a decent clearance. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Spread to the right. That is good strength. And this is Messi. There's the shot! Nepal with the corner. They're first. And it's hoisted clear. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. Tries to play it through. Stojkovic can so cleverly bypass the press. That is good progress on the left.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's big chance! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Gerrard. Messi. And this is Van Basten. And this is Cruyff. Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Stojkovic. Gerrard. Pele. And it's Messi. Cruyff. And Cruyff! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bangladesh do have a chance to counter here. Oh, red, nice interception. That's a throw. Cruyff quietly revving up. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, just skips past his man. Pele.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, that's been intercepted.
Nepal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. De Rossi. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lam. Nepal are looking to break at pace. And it's Lam. Messi. Lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Lam. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Pele. And this is
There will be 1
Gerrard!
minute added time.
That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello
Nepal
attendees,
coming
this is
at
a
half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0
Please keep your
scoreline.
eyes on your children during the match.
Yeah, you don't
at
get
all
any
times.
points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Nepal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Bangladesh clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, he's not getting past him there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's really well manoeuvred. Nice looking ball. Cruyff. Cruyff gets into a good position. And it's Azar. No way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's well spotted. Hazard. Messi. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Cruyff. Picked out, it's Van Basten! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
This is a promising build-up. And he's forced to go back. He's played it back. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's had it nicked away.
Gerrard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Dahari! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And now he has 2.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Number 8.
And that's gone loose.
The Paul appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Played out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Basten. He is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Great vision. Duke wants to run onto this. Now this could be a chance. The Rossi clears it away and smartly reclaimed. And he welcomes it in. Pele. Time and again they are repelled. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Lam. And he's managed to get free. Bale.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's had it taken off him. It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, important interception. Corner number 3 coming up. Bale goes short. And this is Ronaldinho. Shoots! He's got a goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Number 14.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Substitution.
Float it through.
Number 16.
It's a goal kick.
To replace him is number 17. Pep Guardiola.
Guardiola. Bale. Lampard never out of the action for very long. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's all alone! And he's charged, surely! It's hit the upright,
There will be
This
2
usually is the
minutes
time
added
teams go into conservation mode.
Nepal with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Aim forwards. And here's Lampard. Just eases him off the ball. And he's managed to get rid. And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
Please turn your attention to
How
the
would you
screen
summarise
for
what we've seen
information
today then,
provided
Jim?
by the local
Nepal,
police.
absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Aims beyond the defence. Lampard. And it's Batistuta. Danny Olmo! It's bounced back off the post. Lam. Gerrard powering forward here. Oh, that's superb. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, now, and Batistuta! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Lampard. No luck with that dink over the top. Serginho. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Defending here is really tight. Ball is over the line. Nepal yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Batistuta. Neymar. Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? A finish of true class. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Messi. Ibrahimovic dominates aerially so often. Threads one in. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely weighted ball. Messi wants to run onto this. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a towering header! And there's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 30 minutes.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Nepal. And the finish! Cannavaro can clear it away. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. De Rossi conjures time and space where few can. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot! Not a bad try by any means. Gerrard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Neymar in acres of space out wide. It's Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gerrard. Lam. He is through here. Oh, that's a chance! And he's stuck it away. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nepal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
Hello everybody.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Strokes it back, looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
And the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's Azar. Pinches it off him. He's looking wide. And no, that was never going to make it. Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Real chance! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Nepal leading. Gerrard! Well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Foot in.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Olmo. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Messi powering forward here. Gerrard. Now it's Mane. Now that looks a decent ball. And Mane! Tremendous from Mane! A finish right from the top draw. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Coming on to replace him is...
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
De Rossi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Nepal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Some really good ball movement.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Mane. Now there's a fine ball.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Lampard. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Nepal looking to get
Messi.
level.
Number 16. Coming on the field. Number 21. Johan Cruyff. Number 17. Pep Guardiola.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Akanji wins the duel this time. And that is well cleared. Can he get it through? And he thumps it clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's with the keeper. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cannavaro.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now the breakaway. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lam, who has set up 2 goals. 4 extra minutes added on. Knocks it into space. And this is Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's been hooked away. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Bale. And the referee brings it to a close. Nepal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Oh, he's been caught napping! That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Looking for a runner. He's in plenty of space here. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pass somewhat off target. Schneider. Schneider going face to face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Lam. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti crosses. There it is! Nepal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. First quarter of an hour gone.
Nepal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Rossi. Schneider. It's Schneider! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
FC Tulsa with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a ball! And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he plays one through. He's shifting through the gears here. Lam has it out wide and in space. Lampard! That's a lovely, neat pass. FC Tulsa are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is a little undercooked. And it's Aubameyang. 30 minutes gone. Aubameyang. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Maldini. Lam. Some good work on the right flank here.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Girassi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's good running with the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. Neymar. And it's Sneijder. And here's Aubameyang. And he's quick to snatch it back. Lam. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Zanetti has created one goal already. Tries to play it through. Zanetti oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
There will be 1 minute added
Gets
time.
his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space, and this is Messi. That's tidy. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Nepal coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
The second period is underway.
Nepal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Sneijder! In he goes again! And that's a tidy finish! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Lam gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rain.
Shot, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's
Chance for a shot! And it's in! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smash. No stopping that.
After 52 minutes is...
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Neymar. And here's Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Nepal have the chance to go the other way. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? And it's Lampard. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Cruyff, Messi, is there and Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gerrard, Duke, Schneider, Lampard being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Maldini. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Schneider. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's managed to get free. Can he get it through? Now it's Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cannavaro. To Maldini. Plays the return pass. Gerrard threads one in. And this is Neymar. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Aubameyang! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution on the field. Number
It's their
7,
second corner of the game.
Neymar. Number 11, El Hadj Diouf. Number 29, Baron Wan-Bissaka. Coming on the field.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Donadoni. Number 8, Owen.
And
Number
now
2,
a sudden chance to counter.
Cannavaro. Substitution.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Schneider. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Girassi. This is a promising build-up. Spread it left. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Owen. Owen! He's got a goal! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3. Ibrahimovic, and this is Hazard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
De Rossi, Ibrahimovic, and here's Hazard. That's a good ball out wide. And this is it. And the shot!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's through here. And he cuts out the supply. Schneider. And it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Hazard. Schneider.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Schneider. Gerrard. Done delicately. And he's cut it out. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Schneider. Gerrard. Maldini. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kalidou Koulibaly. It's easy to just focus on the physical side of his game, Peter, because he's so powerful and quick, making it basically impossible for a forward to get the better of him in a one-on-one situation. But there's more to his game. He reads the play extremely well and rarely gets caught out.
Oh, good climb! Caught offside that time. And it's Lampard. No, that's been intercepted. Beckham. Serginho. And that's aimed into them. He leaps for it. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Pepe clears without hesitation. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hernandez. Beckham, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
Oh, good effort! Goal! Boca Juniors! And Boca Juniors take the lead. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Nepal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a promising position. And the pass is intercepted. And he's hit it long, but astray. De Rossi conjures time and space where few can. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Azar. Now it's Pelé.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nepal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ronaldinho. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. And this is Lampard. That's good play. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's got away. He is just caressing the ball. Hakimi plays towering header. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's been played through. That's tidy. That is a brilliant interception. It's a pretty loose pass. De Rossi. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Half-time getting close now. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! He really is something! A finish of true class! They are right back in business!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always
Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Maldini. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Beckham. That has been slung wide. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. The second half is up and running. De Rossi, and it's Lampard. Ronaldinho is onto this. Aimed at the far side. He's rising! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Napoli have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Drogba. Short changes him with that pass. Beckham concedes a free kick for that.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Alexander-Arnold looking to play him in, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho looking for options for movement, and this is Drogba. Impressive jump. Oh, it's come loose. Khan herring after the ball here. Just about up to the hour now. And this is Hazard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Davids kept his eye on it, and he's there. Serginho. Beckham, nicely spread. He's picked his way through. And he whips it in. And Dijk gets it away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Lam gets into a good position. That's very neat. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Good play on the left-hand side here. He is through here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's superb. It's Asa! And the ball's come loose here. Alexander-Arnold. Beckham. Ambitious ball here. Serginho. Oh, that's neat. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. It's their second corner of the game. Beckham goes short. That is lovely.
Boca Juniors really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Hazard. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hazard! Hazard! He is just a joy! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Nepal go up by 2 and are looking good. Takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's found a way through. Serginho's cross. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Cruyff. The final 5 minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pelé in the hunt and looking threatening. And the shot! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So now the difference is 3. Beckham. And it's Davids. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Serginho. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham. Cruyff. Cruyff makes a dash for it. And time is up. Nepal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have
today's
pulled out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. And he was alert to it. That's really well cleared. And here's Azar. Ibrahimovic. Pinches it off him. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there. Shoots! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Gerrard! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, what has happened? Chance, surely! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Nepal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Kane, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that. And we have our very first corner. That's really well manoeuvred. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, such a clever touch. Lam, plenty to aim. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Rossi plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nouri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Messi. Decent chance! Shevchenko.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Alexander-Arnold. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk ventures forward. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gerrard. And it's Kane. 30 minutes gone. And here's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Kane. Lam is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Gerrard. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Threads one in. And Shevchenko! And it's in!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Just past the 40th minute mark. De Rossi looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Lam, and he plays one through. And it's De Rossi. He's being urged to shoot. Messi. Chance here to counter. Messi. And here's Gerrard.
2 added minutes
Not
has
going to
been
get any further than
indicated.
that. And he has been fouled there. Maldini. Now that looks a decent ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gerrard. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much
Just
in
a
it.
quick announcement. We would like to
No,
inform
well,
you
the
that
pickings
CCTV
certainly
is
have
now
been
in
rich in this
operation
first
for your
half.
safety.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Nepal are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
That gets us going once more. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking to play him in.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Not the most accurate pass. Lovely bit of skill. Cristiano Ronaldo swings in across. Nouri played towards the other side. Azar, very much a man of this moment. And it's Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's being shifted off it. Messi. Ibrahimovic. To Messi. Great vision. Messi. Hazard. Not a hint of offside here. Showing good feet. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played back into the centre. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Substitutions taking place.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking for a runner. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Gets a good foot in there. And this is Messi. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Dumfries. And here's Messi. Maida.
Maida really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again...
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution.
So here comes the substitution. There was plenty of power on that. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Maldini. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
De Rossi. And it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! It's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Number 10, Hazard. Number 5, Giroud. Coming on the field, number 9, Bale. Number 8, Frank Lampard.
Nepal making further changes here, and in quick succession. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Munich really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up. And
oh, he's been caught napping! Look at the still! Oh, he's hit the bar! And this is Lampard. Real chance here. Maldini. He is just caressing the ball. De Rossi played out wide. Opts to play it back. They want to be quick to recover this. Well, that is one way to stop him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
The referee's awarded a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Van Dijk has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Has good running with the ball. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And the number on the board is 3. Maldini gets across to intercept. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Marcelo. That is good strength. And he's had it nicked away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries a deft little ball. Neymar! De Rossi. Lampard. And it's Lam. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Tries to play it through. And Batistuta! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Lam. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Hazard, back they go.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Lampard. Marcelo has the space to... Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Nepal with the corner. There first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nice bit of trickery. Tries to pass it through. Dani Olmo getting this one clear. No way through, so back it comes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic touches it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
And this is Ronaldinho. And it's Lam. Mateus gets a foot in here. Still goalless at the moment. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk. Pressing high and with purpose. He has found a way through. He leaps for it. And for a moment, time stood still. Ibrahimovic does really well to win the ball there. Ibrahimovic. He's found a way past. Ibrahimovic! That's got him rattled. Marcelo has it in a wide position. Nepal have their second corner now. He's having a hit!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Lam clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Great vision. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Ronaldinho. That ball looks a good one. Ibrahimovic, real chance! Goal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Nepal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Neymar. That's a sharp pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He won't be happy with that one. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Not the most accurate pass. Foot in. Now it's Bojan. Bojan Krkić running with the ball.
Bojan Krkić clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his money.
Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which from...
And that is the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And so the action is resumed.
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer.
He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Takes a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Hazard, very much a man of this moment. Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. And he's running through, and Batistuta! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pepe.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Lam.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't...
That could spell trouble. Looking to play him in. Good read, needed to be. Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Pepe. Shifted upfield. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Ronaldinho. That has been knocked clear. Taken back almost at once. He is through here. Rijkaard gets it away. And here's Ronaldinho. Hazard does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He's got away. Cross flung in towards the middle. Marcelo herring after the ball here. And Mateus. Cafu. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Bojan. Dani Olmo. And here's Bojan. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
De Rossi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Natal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's a pretty loose pass. De Rossi. And here's Ronaldinho. Showing good feet. And it's De Rossi. Knocks it out wide. He is just caressing the ball. That is good progress on the left. And he's picked it up out wide. That's a corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Now it's Batistuta. Threads one in. No luck with that dink over the top.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Lam gets across to intercept that. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And here's Ibrahimovic. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Now it's Pelé. Pinged towards the front line. And that's it. Nepal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Nepal with the corner, there first. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. He is just caressing the ball. And that is headed for them. Oh, good effort! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, they can break here. Tonali. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Not the most accurate pass. He's found a way through. And this is Hazard, and he's running through. Good ball, good take. It's Lampard! Cafu. Rijkaard. And it's Tonali. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Marcelo. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Ibrahimovic. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed. Lampard! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Nepal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And it's Lam. And this is Lampard. Great chance! He doesn't look too happy with that. It's their second corner of the game. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, belter! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Nepal find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Lam ventures forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Space for him to turn and look. He's got away. Akanji deals with that comfortably. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cafu for De Bruyne. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most convincing of passes. Lam. Van Dijk. De Rossi. This is a promising build-up. Hazard. De Bruyne producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Has been indicated.
And it's Tonali. Ibrahimovic. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he finish? Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise. And that is all they have time for. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Nepal really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Nepal are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So we're underway for the second half. Donnarumma. Ibrahimovic. Lam. Can he get on the end of this? Shot could be on. And he's in on goal. Decent chance! Brought out the best in the keeper.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Nepal have their third corner. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! This is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Nepal are having a ball here. Looking to play him in, looking for the far post. Van Dijk gets it away. Marcelo, and that's play. And a chance! No, that's just wide. Marcelo promptly onto that, and that is that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Taken back almost at once. And Aubameyang! He's not got that quite right. Now the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. There's the header! Oh, almost the sixth.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Messi. Marcelo. Defending was strong and firm. Tonali. Now it's Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance for a shot! In he goes again. And no mistake. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. De Rossi. And here's Bale. Threads one in. That's good defending, very good defending.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Bruyne. Cafu. And it's De Bruyne. And this is Bale. Shoots! He's put it wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Pepe. De Rossi. Lampard gets on his bike and on the move. Spread out to the left. In towards the back stick.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi. Lampard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, lovely. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Rijkaard does well not to be outdone there. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Marcelo quietly revving up. And it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cafu. Aubameyang. Messi. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Howson makes the interception. Tonali. And it's Neymar. Looking for the run. And he's managed to get free. Marcelo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
On the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Hazard. Number 20.
And this is Messi.
Number 22.
And
Messi.
now they can spring out of defence.
Frank Lampard.
And that's gone loose.
On the field. Number 9. Bale.
Cruyff
Number
going forward.
18, Pele.
Added time
Number
going up here.
21,
It's 3 minutes.
Johan Cruyff. Number
Lovely
5,
pass, but can he get there? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And there goes the final whistle. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Hello attendees.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. No way through, so back it comes. Marquinhos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just eases him off the ball. Cannavaro going forward. Nicely weighted ball. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in.
Lampard! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Deftly away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and oh, what a mistake! The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's roll! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And he can thump it away. And here's Messi. This is a promising build-up. Looking here to chip it through. Chance! Nil-nil still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
De Rossi plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Azar. Lam. Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. Lofted in. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Lampard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked it. Roll!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And Messi! No, not quite.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. It's
a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, a droll. That is a brilliant interception. De Rossi. And it's Azar. And it's Lampard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. He's found a way past. Cannavaro. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. He is just caressing the ball. Raul! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's a pretty loose pass. He has a look up. And the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United have their third corner.
Raul. Coming on to replace him is number 7.
They've played it short. Nepal are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro. Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. Stood up well to him there. Alexander-Arnold. Marquinhos charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Indicated.
And here's Griezmann. Alexander-Arnold. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's an excellent interception. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry.
Real chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more time.
He's having a pop! Corner number 4 coming up here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nepal still this single goal behind. And he's taking no chances there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spread to the right.
The attendance for this match was 70,000.
Lam, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. De Rossi. And He's only too happy to take that back. Thinks about the shot. Hazard! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Hazard really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And he's intervened well there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Ronaldinho. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Lampard, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Space for him to turn and look.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, shooting chance! Has fallen kindly here. And it's in. And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have movement on both benches. So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what has happened here? And that was very necessary. And here's Gerrard. Goes for a shot! Goal! And there is his 30th goal. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lovely pass. Shapes to shoot! Vardiol gets it clear. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nice sequence of passes, this.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Charge, surely! And that's a tidy finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Lam with the clearance. He is through here. Shot could be on. And he's there. There's the shot! And that is as much as we have time for. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
All members
Nicole,
of the
you
crowd.
can all-
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that. But what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans. And he will be a big factor in trying to do that here.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Knocks it into space. Oh, well measured. Oh, just skips past. Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zola goes short.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Kaka, shoots! And the ball's come loose here. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Nepal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. De Rossi. And it's Azar. Spread it left. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, facing up. Decent chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
No, that's been intercepted. Pelé. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's Azar! Azar! He is just a joy! About as smooth as it gets. A landmark moment for a player of grand significance. His 50th goal. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Gattuso wins the duel this time. Pass is just off target. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Barcelona have their lead. Kaka gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Pepe calmly anticipates. De Rossi. And he's quick to return it. And this is Azar. Azar! Oh, that wasn't far away. Hazard with the short one. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's gone long. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Pelé. Hazard. And he thumps it clear. Lampard. Nice control. Brilliantly cut out. Romario.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That has not gone well. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Van Basten. Hazard. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Basten! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival, Pelé. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? It's Hazard! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Now that looks a decent ball. And he wins. And a header! Goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Romario.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That looks a cracking ball. And that is well cleared. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice looking ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nepal have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Nepal leading just about at the break. It's too close for comfort. It's 3-2. The second period is on the way. And it's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zola providing an outlet on that flank. Messi. Van Dijk. Swung over. Lampard going after that. Oh, well measured. Pelé. Lampard. Lampard proves just a little... Lampard! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lampard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Lam. He's going for goal! That's got him rattled. And it's Van Basten. And here's Lampard. Gattuso gets the foot in and wins the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Van Dijk. De Rossi. And he cuts out the supply. Desai is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Almost an hour gone. Pepe. And that's it, chance! And he hits the net! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That looks a good ball through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Has a look and plays it forward. He's on it, can he get away? Nicely weighted ball, and he was quick to react. Zola. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten takes a shot! It's a goal! Into the lead once more! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Nepal leading now. And it's Cruyff. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's having a pop! Oh, it's come off the upright. "75 minutes played. Tries to pass it through. Desai kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. Great defending, strong and determined. This is a promising build-up. And Messi! Well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Beautiful, just beautiful. And this is Pele. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona with the lead.
To be expected, Pete.
And the shot! And that could have brought them level.
Sneijder really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Marcelo. Sneijder. And he's picked out the run.
Natal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mohamed Salah is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Zico plays it short. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Some good work on the right flank here. He's picked his way through, and he's in on goal. That's an excellent interception. That pass isn't the best. 5 minutes to add. Threads one in, and he's in one-on-one. And the finish! And that's a tidy finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Chance! He's got a goal! Deep into injury time! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that will be it. Nepal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new-look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele. That's the keeper's ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to pass it through. Pepe did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. He won't be happy with that one. He's being urged to shoot. Caught offside that time. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Lam has the space to... And a header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
De Rossi. And it's Lampard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's the chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. No way through. Forlan driving forwards. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He is through here. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ibrahimovic and Azar. And it's Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lam plays it in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And it's been hooked away. And this is Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Maldini. And this is Lampard. And Messi! Has a look and plays it forward. Played with finesse. De Gea claims comfortable. Neymar going forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's really well manoeuvred. Lampard. Hazard. Big chance! In he goes again! He's scored! And we have liftoff! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
El dorsal 18.
Nepal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Couldn't squeeze it through. That has been slung wide. Cross flung in towards the middle. And back out. Nepal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Now it's Azar. Closing it. Shot at goal! Off the post! Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Lampard. Looking to play him in. And here's Messi. Pelé was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Good play on the left-hand side here. It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy. Space for him to turn and look. Maldini. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Nepal up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Nepal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. The second half is up and running.
Nepal can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
He's looking wide. Neymar finding himself in space. Lam is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Azar. Pele has found the net here, of course. Header! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Nepal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's Gerrard. Takes a shot!
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Gerrard. He's having a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lam just loves to go forward whenever he can. Nepal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Tries to play it through. Not the most convincing of passing. Ah, he's given it away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Goes down, but nothing given. Girassi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bale!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Robertson. Gerrard. And the pass is intercepted. De Rossi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gerrard. He has a look up. And the shot! Maldini is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Mateus running with intent. Half an hour gone in the second half. Ibrahimovic. That's been cut out, well played. Knocks it out wide. And it's Gerrard. No, again there's no way through. And here's Bale. Caresses it through. Tries a shot! Mateus running with the ball. Lampard. Bale. Great vision. Oh, that was vital. And the counter is on. Great defending, strong and determined. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's got the beating of his man. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
It's Pele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gerrard. And it's Neymar. Forlan gets into a good position. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus goes short. Girassi. And a chance! And that's a good finish. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more? And that's that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.